Hello and welcome. A little bit of a later start today. I was trying to get a certain someone into Final Fantasy XIV. It's not cooperating. And we're about to go into an ad break. Lovely. That's okay. If I minded, I would have been like, yo, I gotta go. But anyways. Ad is about to start, so I think I should probably delay this intro a little bit, because once the ad starts, it'll be an hour of ad-free viewing and no pre-rolls. I have changed the way that the ads have been working. Usually I do like a minute and a half every like 30 minutes, but I think it's I'm trying like 3 minutes every hour, see if that's less disruptive on everyone. We can see what we like better. I wish I didn't have to run ads at all, but I do. Okay, let's see. Problem with long ads is that they're long ads. What kind of ads do you even get? I have no idea what they play on my channel. I do try and pause for ad breaks, though. Oh man. I keep getting sad all over again. I saw that Anthony Head passed away, and that's just so devastating. He was such a brilliant actor. It's so sad to see that he's gone. Looking at cat videos while the ad break is winding down. 30 seconds left, and then I will properly start my intro. Kitties. I love cats. Cats are so good. Okay. Nearly done. There we go. Ad is over. Okay. Welcome. And welcome back from the ad. If you don't know who I am CL Kokulu, and I will be your bard for this evening. This will be much less chaos than my last one, which was so much fun. And my first ever collab. And I would really love to do that again. So if you were here for that, I hope you enjoyed it and would like to see us do it again, because I am like still like vibrating. This was just yes. Let me at it. Let me do it again. Not only am I a like weekly streamer, I am also a visual novel developer with my studio, Cats and Lilypad Studios, and I am also a freelancer in programming, audio engineering, most recently completing the voice acting patch for A Date with Death. I have also just got out my next beta for my own game, which I have been working very hard on, the in-between. That's been coming for a while, but with all the absolute nightmarish tragedies that have been going on in my family, it's been very difficult to actually get that done. I have been working on this chapter for way too long, and it is out now on Patreon and for Kickstarter backers, and I'm so relieved. There's still a lot to do, but like this one chapter has been giving me so much grief. But today we are going to be continuing with Dragom Age. This is part 15. And I think the last thing we did... Ooh. Tits out, Warden. I forgot that's what my thumbnail looked like. Last thing we did was we completed the Sacred Ashes. We do still have a dragon to fight. Where am I? Oh, that's right. I remember. I didn't remember where we were, though. Like, where did I leave off? And now I remember. We're doing the... We're doing, Shale's personal quest. So we've been through all the treaties now.
To find here.
I am also uncertain. Do you want... we've been through all the treaties, so we've gotten the Brazilian Forest, we've gotten Ozima, we've gotten the Mages, we've completed the Sacred Ashes. Oh, I just noticed that I've spelt Dragom Age wrong in my... in my title. That's embarrassing. Oh, I can spell. You have no proof of that, but I can. Oops. What I save is terrifying. Yes, I did. Yeah, so we got that at the end of the when we went there, like, for the anvil, I got it, and then I clicked on it again with at the beginning of this personal quest to see if Shale had anything to say about it. And I've handed it in to the Shaperate as well. But I think Liliana and Alistair might be the only companions whose quests I've actually like fully finished. I've started what was that? What was that? I need to, we've got, what do we have? What do we have? I need more love letters. I should be able to hand in the toxins. Need to find more couriers in Denerim. Most of my quests now, I think, are in Denerim. Denerim. Oh. I'm pretty sure I learned something about Rexel, didn't I? Oh. There was one that I tried to do and couldn't, like, wasn't high enough level to get through one of the big mobs at the end. So I still got a bunch of these. I found some Drake things. Oh, that's right. I gave who's it his sword back, didn't I? I haven't used Win enough to trigger her quest. Did she have one? Don't care about Ogren very much. Yeah, maybe I only have this one and there's Morrigan's one, and then Zevran's will trigger through more and like Denerim stuff. Oh, you can fuck off. I like it when they explode. Someone's got a slow motion. Oh, you did. Over there. Zevran gets a lot of slow-mo ones. That's really cool. Shoot, please. Okay, it's dead. God damn it.
As you desire.
Kadash Stompers. Pretty sure Kadash is the name of the Dwarven Inquisitor.
What is this? This I remember.
I was like, a plant? Big dude.
It has dates and names. This is to honor those who volunteered, those who became golems. And there is my name. Shale of House Kadash. I recognize it. I was not created as I am now. I was once a creature of living flesh, a dwarf and a woman. This is a revelation.
The anvil did use living souls to make golems.
Perhaps. It is one thing to believe, however, and another to know. I will need to think on these things I have learned. Perhaps I will speak to it of them soon. For now, let us carry on as we have. I am listening.
Well, okay then. I guess when I stopped, I was like right at the end of the quest. Man. Someone's right. Oh man, that's funny. Wow, I literally was. Unbelievable. I do think it's funny how heavy the footfalls of Shale are. Can I leave yet? Can I get back to my camp? Oh my god, no. Let me out. I don't want to run all the way back through.
Question for you, Shale. How does it feel to be a giant statue?
What a bizarre question. How else would it feel?
Well, let's see. Does it hurt? Do you feel like you've been buried under a pile of rock? Or do you feel nothing at all?
I have nothing to compare it to. How does it feel to be considered an inferior race when compared to others who are just as soft and weak as you?
Fine.
How very fragile it must be. One touch and its kind crumples, spilling liquid everywhere. No wonder they clad themselves in metal.
It takes more than just a touch, I'm sure.
I feel very solid and immortal. No putrid liquids to squirt out of me. Oh, no.
Now that you mention it, I suddenly rather feel like a delicate mushroom.
I'll protect you. It's okay. Except I frequently let you die. What? Well. Teehee. Let me out. Squishy, squishy, squishy. I'll squish him. Pet bucket. Good boy. You would be such a stinky dog. So incredibly stinky.
You call? Can I respond in poetry? No? How sad.
Oh, he's got nothing to say. Nothing to say. Boring. What am I looking for?
If there's anything I can do for you, please, please tell me. I'm sure...
Yeah. Where are my tomes? Links of Dragonthorn. So we have the urn now. I'm gonna go to the dinner room.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Now let's see if I can complete some of these side quests in Denerim. Oh my god. This dude doesn't have anything.
You have coins, stranger? With Orzammar closed off, old Tegrin can get you a discount.
It's not closed
weapon
off
and
anymore.
Dwarven made.
Times have changed. Blood Gorged Amulet. I really need to upgrade my robe, but there hasn't really been anything. Mage armor in this game sucks. Okay, so what do we have in here?
As there is, but... Nice to see you again.
I found these scrolls in a Dvinter ruin.
Really? Oh, pardon my incredulity. I would like to examine them in any event.
Be careful with them, they seem ancient.
Let me see. The scrolls are... and the script. It's written in cipher. Early believers used them to keep their writings safe from the Dvinter Magus. These could be authentic. Please, let me examine it.
Here you go.
I need parchment, quill, and ink. What was the trick to the cipher again? Ah. I examined your scrolls. I know a few of the early chantry ciphers, but I'm not fully familiar with this one. The bits I have made out. This may be an account of Maferath's final days, and perhaps more.
As in Andraste's
I
husband?
know. It's remarkable. The same Maferath who betrayed our prophet and saw her burn alive in Minrath Rus. If we could get
Ooh.
a real translation, well, it could be the find of our lifetime.
In Rathrus. That's different. They say there is not... There's not very consistent pronunciation through these games. How long will it take to decipher?
It could take months. The ciphers were designed to be difficult for the Magisters to decrypt. Who knows what secrets we can uncover, what truths we can find. Here is all of the allowance I have for acquisitions. Take it and go. 1,000 blessings.
Ooh, 7 gold. I'll take that, thank you. What do you
Hello
want?
there, Warden. I'm a friend.
Are you?
I've heard you're putting up the good fight against Loghain and Hal, right? Good for you. Make a spit on all those arrogant noble bastards. I've also heard you have certain skills. Skills of the street, you might say. No judgments here, mate. I want to help you.
Who are you?
The name is Slim Cauldry, and if you've heard of me, I've been doing a sad job of it, haven't I? I hear a great many things, and for those who view certain pesky laws as mere nuisances, there's some ripe fruit to be plucked out there. I can point the way. All I ask is for a little slice for myself.
And what will you do with your cut?
My share goes to a good cause. The poor. My family. I've got 15 cousins. 15! Can you imagine? My uncle must walk around with a permanent bulge. It's disturbing, that is.
First tell me who I'm robbing. Well, Alice is not going to like this.
Well, one of my mates noticed your skills. Nice piece of work, that. Uncommon caliber, if you don't mind me saying. But I need to know what else you can do. Ever done bump and grabs? Do much blending in shadows? Different opportunities for different folk, you know.
Stealth I have covered, but I don't pick pockets.
More of a second story man, eh? So was I back in the day. The thrill of the hunt. Dodging guards, in and out, no one the wiser. Ah, the good life. Now that we have that settled, just ask away. One point. I don't like blood much. Call me old-fashioned, but the Maker says thou shalt not strangle, decapitate or whatnot unless the other fellow really had it coming, eh? I realise sometimes you do what you have to, but restrained, right? So, what are you interested in?
No places to break in. Alice is gonna have a conniption. No, any good places to break in?
Place for you. Should be easy money for you. It'll cost 1 sovereign, though.
Perhaps
I'll
later.
be here when you need me.
He didn't have anything to say about that? That's pretty funny. Who am I robbing? I want information before I agree to do your dirty work. This Wade? Yeah, this is Wade. Doesn't he have this whole thing about getting kidnapped?
Welcome back. You looking for fine armor?
I'm here about Drake scales.
He's back! He's back! Have you reconsidered? I can make such fine armor with your scales.
How does he know I have scales? How much will it cost?
Cost? I should be paying you, friend, for the right, no, the privilege.
Pay him? No way, no. We'll charge you.
I'll hear nothing of that, Heron. This is my shop, and working on Drake scales won't cost a bloody Orlesian penny.
Are you sure you can make quality armor with this?
I'd stake my life on it, friend.
Where is your humility when we really need it?
Will it take long to make?
It will take however long it takes. You don't rush a masterpiece, my good man.
Yes, that's right. It could take months, years even. You should just leave.
It won't take that long, Heron. Unless I did some inlays of... Oh, I know.
Yes, it wouldn't be complete without the, inlays. Of course, the customer would have to agree.
Make the armor, but be quick about it.
Yes, like the customer said, very quick. We have other orders.
They can wait. We're making art here.
I was afraid.
The ever suffering. I'm pretty sure if you talk to him now, he gets mad at you like, don't rush me! Oh, wow. Hi, thank you so much for the raid. Wait, what am What? What do I do? How do I do this? Is that what I do? Oh, you were playing Dragon Age as well. Nice. Welcome in, welcome in. If you've never seen my channel before, I am CL or Coco Lou, and I am a bard and visual novel developer. And suddenly feeling very shy. I'm not used to raids. What am I doing? I don't have enough of those. Where are you from? The Nord Noble. Where is the Nord Noble? Oh, right. Brother. There. Aldana.
So what does a darkspawn look like anyhow?
Well, you're about to find out, buddy. Boy, are you about to find out. There's still bones on the floor.
If it isn't the champion who succeeded in the quest for the Sacred Urn, I had not expected to see you so soon. I've written to the Chantry, telling them of your adventures. They are interested in having me lead an expedition. What do you think of that? I'm quite excited.
Good for you, buddy. Good for you.
You made this all possible. I could never thank you quite enough, but I'm certainly going to try. Here, take this reward. I want you to have it. It will certainly do more good in your hands than lying around in this dusty house, eh? And if I can ask, have you gone to see the Arl? I have heard no news.
I have not gone to see him
Then
yet.
hurry. I pray it's not already too late. And now, if you will excuse me, I have so much to prepare for. I wish Waylon was here to see all this.
Yeah, well, there's a dude back there. Is there still a dude in here? Oh no, he must have... Ooh, dragon cults. He must have cleaned... So he must have cleaned what... Although... No, was he here? Was he... Is he in here? Oh no. He must have cleaned the other dude up off the floor, but left the bones of the other guy behind. And now over here.
What can I get you, stranger?
I've finished a favor for one of your interested parties. Nod and leave. Was that delivering the ichor? Jeez. I gotta know who we're gonna, like, who he wants us to rob. I thought I heard something about that one.
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
Guess not. Where else can we go? We've got... I need more hooded figures. What's in there? Wonders of Thetis. This is like this version, this game's version of the Black Emporium. Kunari. That made me nervous. I didn't like that stop then.
Welcome to the wonders of Thedas. We carry items crafted by the Circle, as well as a variety.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've spoken to you before. Twitch! Ooh. Increases experience from Codex. That's neat. Ooh. Do I want that? I think I might want that. I'm gonna buy it. Hopefully it's not ugly. I don't want ugly robes. Look. Codex for dinner. Haha, nice. Takes exactly the theme, just blue. I like the one in Awakening that's got like the whole like tit panel out. It's like, why is it like that? Why is that a thing? Man. We've been trying to get our friends into Final Fantasy 14. Because it's like one of the main games that we, like, my dear friends and I, like, consistently play. I'm like, even if I'm not, like, actively, like, playing it, I'll usually have it on in the background to do, like, you know, odd tasks and dailies and just, you know, stand around looking pretty. I'm usually AFK, even when I'm doing other things. I'll still be online in some capacity. We've been trying to get our friends into it. We've got one who's now in the patches of A Realm Reborn, which is hype. But everyone that we've tried to get into it, like, even, and I remember it being a nightmare when I was trying to sign up to it as well. Everyone we've tried has been like, thwarted by just the sheer dumb complexity of even signing up. And I don't understand why it's so difficult. Why do they make it so complicated just to even create an account and log into the game? Like, please. You should be making it as easy as possible for people to access and engage with your game. Otherwise, what's the point? Can't get into that yet, can I?
The alienage is closed. Be on your way.
Yeah, whatever.
There was a riot.
There was a riot in High
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven craft. Welcome back. Is there something else you'd like to look at? Only the finest crafts, straight from Orzammar.
Rather buy information if you've got nothing to sell.
I'll answer what I can, but my policy is not to sell things that don't belong to me.
What's happening in the city right
The
now?
Landsmeet's the big news. Every dusty noble estate in Denerim is airing its sheets, waiting for the Lord to ride into town.
With some important people in Denerim.
It's the capital of Ferelden, so naturally the Queen and Regent are at the top. But the man who seems to be running the city guard is the new Arl Rendon Howe. Came in somewhere up north.
See what's in your store.
Every piece comes with a stamp of assurance from my wife's father, the best smith in Denerim.
Starting to get some like a few more bits and pieces through of that are like better armor wise now. Really don't know who this guy wants me to rob. Where is it that I need to go? I'll get to the alienage. I think I've done everything in the Pearl. Let's see what's at this one. I like to try and get some of the side quests off first before going back and doing the like the kind of more main quests. Something here? Hello? Here to speak to Vilm Madden. I'm here to discuss stories of Caxton. I'm not leaving. Okay.
Grey Warden, isn't it? Strange you would force such a visit in a time of blight. I suppose I am used to inspiring a different kind of seeker.
Your stories attract them, and then they disappear.
The adequate ones find the beacons, and then I find them. But you are already brighter than the signal at Ishal. Eyes are on you from a very high vantage, Grey Warden. I cannot hide in your wake, but I will not be a footnote. Witness Gats King.
The Unbound.
I love this game.
Run while you can.
What's this? Really injured here? Just so you know.
Just so you know. Oh, I need to make more.
Let's make this quick.
Need to make more health potions. Ooh. Ooh.
Yourself and have more dignity.
Help me.
I love this game.
Oh my god, Alistair, stop trying to die.
It's your time to die.
Oh, you die instead.
Good shot.
Let us end.
Get in here without setting them on fire too. No. Yeah!
Get him!
Dog dies very quickly. Heck yeah. Keening blade. It doesn't seem any better than anything I already have.
And so I shall.
Ooh, that's pretty good though. I might take those for sure. Dash stompers. Medium boots. Increases hostility. I don't want that. I'll take those though. I have not updated her armor. I could, but I hate it. Like, why would I want her in that? It's not right. I need to... I did download a mod that has a... Look at how different these are. It looks so much better on... Like, look how much better it looks on female characters than the males. Like, that's not fair. That is not fair. Okay, well that was something that I didn't really realize that I had to do. Bigfoot dragon! Forgot about that. Is husband Severin going to break us out of prison? Oh, I see. That was an additional bit. Deserted building, run down back street, dark alley. Is it the deserted building that I couldn't get through last time? What the? Okay. Is this a trap?
Get along? No?
Yeah. Sure is. What the? Has this glitched out? That's such a dramatic sound. It did glitch, but
As you desire.
we lived.
Delighted. And so I shall.
And this.
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
Aw, I lost some money. How can money get destroyed in that? That's some bullshit. Hey there, thanks for the follow. Yeah, got my ass whooped in this one last time. What the fuck is that? What is that? Fucking ugly is what it is. Put down. Hold over. Fire revive. Okay, well I never got that far with it before. Absolutely wrecked him that time. But I think I took out half my own team at the same time. A chaos fireball. If they didn't want to be set on fire, perhaps they should consider being flammable. Aww.
Of course.
That's embarrassing. They do so little damage.
As you desire.
Everything feels so weak in this game.
All right.
Just feels weak.
Of course.
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
Boy. Ooh. Codex. That's fun. Well, that's a Froggy. Poor Froggy. Froggy didn't have a very good day.
I know not how you have survived thus far. Is it luck or providence? No matter.
Fireball!
You will not survive this!
Couldn't we all just get along?
Couldn't we all just get along? No.
Oh, no.
Begin the onslaught.
You could have just given up, you know.
Delighted.
Okay, my firestorm can stop now, thank you. Gold ring and a partridge in a pear tree. Ad break. Boo.
As you desire.
Oh, wait, what? That leads out? What was that quest? Need more shady dudes. Well, okay. I guess we had a quest to take down the blood mage leader. Okay, we might have done everything we can do without delivering the urn. Really? You had to go all the way around there? Okay, I think I've been through all of this. Yeah, there's a dead dude there, dead dude there. Fleeced this place already.
And so I shall.
Should I pick up the quest to rob something? I feel like I'm gonna get fleeced if I do that. There's 8 quests in that. Okay. So there's 8 quests in the in this guy's line, and he's also in some of the later comics. That's hilarious. All right, fine. Who do you want me to break into?
Good to see you, Warden. Fighting the good fight, eh?
like to ask
I'm
you some
more of a man
questions.
on a mission type. Chit-chat's boring if you ask me.
Know of any good places to break in?
I've got a place for you. It should be easy money for you. It'll cost 1 sovereign, though.
Fine.
Lady Sophie is an intimate of Al Hal. Real intimate. She's visiting the country, because that's what rich folk do when the whole bloody kingdom's in danger. Sorry, they just get me so angry. Her room in the Nord Noble Tavern is unattended. That means her valuables are just there for the taking. You got the tavern staff. What? What is it?
I already broke into that room.
Baker's blood. Well, right. Here's your money back. Give me another chance. Another opportunity.
Already did that. Yeah, that's I've fleeced that already.
Good to see you, Warden. Fighting the good fight, eh?
Know of any good places to break in?
A big opportunity for you. 4 sovereigns.
Better be worth it.
Uses a warehouse in the market district from time to time. Word is the Arl's been dipping into the city's treasury and discreetly moving silver bars to his estate in Highever. There's a fortune in that warehouse right now, and if you succeed here, Al Hal gets a big black eye. But guards will be everywhere. Not those half-assed dock guardsmen either. Generally, I'm opposed to killing, but these are the Arl's hand-picked hatchet men, and stealth's not really an option. So, good luck. I'm rooting for you.
Alright.
Fine. We can do that.
Oh, it's up there.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from
No,
Orzammar.
not there.
You won't find better.
Other side? Is there an other side? How do we get into there?
Dwarven crafts.
Must be the other
Fine.
side.
Direct from Orzammar.
I don't know, I always like doing side quests first. In there? I do really like playing this from the noble origin point of view, because it there's all this through Denerim hits so much differently when it's I need to get out of there. Yeah, I'll take you.
So I shall.
Like, I kind of feel like Cruisland is more of a canon warden, considering how deeply Cruisland actually links to like Hal, and then you meet Nathaniel in Awakening. It just feels more linked.
As you desire.
As you desire.
All right.
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
Do it then.
And so I shall.
Perhaps
Of
I
course.
could have a try at that. Perhaps I could have a try at that. As you like. This won't take long.
Thanks.
This won't take long.
Very well.
Oops, that wasn't what I wanted. Why do you laugh like that? That was creepy. I need a bunch of lesser health potions. And... Some greater... Oh, fruit! I'm always down for Robin Howe, though. Fuck that guy. But yeah, you don't... I feel like you don't really get as much of the... As much of, like, the overall story with Hal, if you're not... Like, the mage is the most removed from everything, obviously. And Dalish. But... Where's my guy? I feel... Like... Cruisland feels like the origins.
Rumours are flying about the break-in at the Nord Noble Tavern, and for some odd reason, no one feels too sorry for that milk cow, Lady Sophie. Ha! You interested in more?
No, any good places to break in?
Following up a lead in the Palace District. I know you can't get in now, but you never know. If it all works out, it'll make you a legend. Good to see you, Warden. Fighting the good fight, eh? I'm following up a lead in the Palace District. I know you can't get in now, but you never know. If it all works out, it'll make you a legend.
So... That other one just auto-completes? Oh, I see. He just gives me thing after thing until we're done. So I guess I can't do anything more with him yet. Okay.
Okay, I guess we'll go to the L. Fine.
Fine. I have no choice but to go back to the Earl.
As you desire.
As you desire.
I'm really sad that the Warden doesn't have, like, a...
Of course.
Your hound seems particularly interested. What? You've done well. You're a good boy. That was weird.
Might you have news?
I found the urn.
You have? Wonderful. Let us go at once to Eamon's side and see if the urn's healing powers live up to their reputation.
It's getting really cool.
Where am I? Be calm, brother. You have been deathly ill for a very long time. Do you remember nothing?
Tegan? What are you doing here? Where is Isolde?
I am here, my husband.
And Connor? Where is my boy? Where is our son?
He lives. Though many others are dead. There is much to tell you, husband.
Dead? Then it was not a dream.
Much has happened since you fell ill, brother. Some of it will not be easy for you to hear.
Then tell me. I wish to hear all of it.
I have a character in Moonflower named after this guy. King Eamon.
This is most troubling. There is much to be done, that is true. But I should first be thankful to those who have done so much. Grey Warden, you have not only saved my life, but kept my family safe as well. I am in your debt. Will you permit me to offer you a reward for your service?
I need your help against the Blight. That will do.
I understand, but regardless of your motivations, I feel you are worthy of a reward. I would like to honor your efforts. Nothing more.
As you wish, then.
Allow me to declare you and those traveling with you champions of Redcliffe. You will always be a welcome guest within these halls. And for you,
That's straight.
a shield of the same make as those that have been given to our finest knights.
What the fuck am I going to do with that? I'm a mage. Thank you.
We should speak of Loghain, brother. There is no telling what he will do once he learns of your recovery.
Loghain instigates a civil war even though the Darkspawn are on our very doorstep. Long I have known him. He is a sensible man. One who never desired power.
I was there when he announced he was taking control of the throne, Eamon. He is mad with ambition, I tell you.
Mad indeed. Mad enough to kill Cailan, to attempt to kill myself and destroy my lands. Whatever happened to him, Loghain must be stopped. What's more, we can scarce afford to fight this war to its bitter end.
What are you proposing, then?
We have no time to wage a campaign against him. Someone must surrender if Ferelden is to have any chance at fighting the Darkspawn.
And everything I've done is for nothing?
No, not at all. Loghain is responsible for heinous crimes, and I intend to see him pay. But our armies must be reserved for the Darkspawn, not for each other. I will spread word of Loghain's treachery, both here and against the king. But it will be but a claim made without proof. Those claims will give Loghain's allies pause, but we must combine it with a challenge Loghain cannot ignore. We need someone with a stronger claim to the throne than Loghain's daughter, the Queen.
Are you referring to Alistair, brother? Are you certain?
I would not propose such a thing if we had an alternative, but the unthinkable has occurred.
Do we make Alistair king? Alistair would be a terrible king. You intend to put Alistair forward as king?
Tegan and I have a claim through marriage, but we would seem opportunists no better than Loghain. Alistair's claim is by blood.
And what about me? Does anyone care what I want?
Not
You
really.
have a responsibility, Alistair. Without you, Loghain wins. I would have to support him for the sake of Ferelden. Is that what you want?
But I... No, my lord.
I see only one way to proceed. I will call for a landsmeet, a gathering of all of Ferelden's nobility in the city of Denerim. There, Ferelden can decide who shall rule, one way or another. Then the business of fighting our true foe can begin. What say you to that, my friend? I do not wish to proceed without your blessing.
Do you think this landsmeet idea will work?
That depends. If we cannot get a consensus in the landsmeet for Alistair, we cannot afford to oppose Loghain either. Does that mean Loghain could win? A man who killed his own king, who has gone mad with power? Perhaps. We must see that he does not.
It seems we have little choice.
Very well. I will send out the word. But before we proceed, I believe there is the matter of the mage, my son's tutor. He still lives, I understand.
He does. He is in the dungeon, brother.
Have him brought here, Tegan. I wish to see him.
Jowen, you're in trouble.
What you have done is not in question. You tried to assassinate me and set into motion a series of events that nearly destroyed everything I cherish. What have you to say in your own defense?
Nothing, my lord. Other than to say I am sorry. I expect no mercy for what I've done.
I see. Grey Warden, have you anything to say on Jowen's behalf?
He seems earnest in his desire to repent. No, I have nothing to add. He was once a good man and a friend. He has cooperated willingly, though he has no choice. He seems earnest in his desire to repent.
Oh? That is unexpected. And what would you have me do? As the injured party, my ability to see the merciful path is strained.
Give him to the Circle of Magi.
True enough, and wisely said. Jowen, I hereby turn you over to the Tower of the Circle of Magi. May the Maker have mercy on your soul.
Thank you, my lord. And goodbye, my friend.
Now, back to the matter of the landsmeet. We should head to Denerim as soon as possible. I can delay that, however, if you have other plans. I would prefer giving
poor
Loghain time to
Jowen.
consider, but it is up to you. I do not wish to go to Denerim unless you are with me.
Incredible dumbass. Yeah, let's go to Denerim.
Excellent. I shall make the arrangements. Let us be off to Denerim, and may the Maker watch over us.
Do we think we can take on Flemeth? That is the question.
Denerim is the heart and soul of Ferelden. It was the city of King Calenhad, the birthplace of Andraste. As stubborn as a Mabari, and as good to have on your side. If we defeat Loghain here, the rest of the nation will follow us. By calling the landsmeet, I've struck the first blow. The advantage, for the moment, is ours. He will have little choice but to show himself, to oppose us directly. He will strike back at us. The only question that remains is how soon. Loghain, this is an honor that the Regent would find time to greet me personally.
How could I not welcome a man so important as to call every lord in Ferelden away from his estates
while a blight claws at our land.
The blight is why I'm here. With Kaelan dead, Ferelden must have a king to lead it against the Darkspawn.
Ferelden has a strong leader. Its queen. And I lead her armies.
If Honora rules, then let her speak for herself.
And who is this, Eamon? Some new stray you picked up on the road? And here I thought it was only royal bastards you played the nursemaid to.
Well, you're admitting the royal part. That's a start.
I am Yorvin, of the Grey Wardens.
You have my sympathies on what happened to your order. It is unfortunate that they chose to turn against Ferelden.
I don't accept the sympathies of deserter and regicides.
You should curb your tongue. This is my city, and no safe place to speak treason. For anyone. There is talk that your illness left you feeble, Eamon. Some worry that you may no longer be fit to advise Ferelden.
Illness? Why not call your poison by its true name? Not everyone at the Landsmeet will cast aside their loyalties as easily as you and these sycophants.
How long you've been gone from court, Eamon? Don't you recognize Rendon Howe, Arl of Amaranthine and Terran of Highever?
And current Arl of Denerim, since Urien's unfortunate fate at Ostagar. The Regent has been generous to those who prove loyal.
I do actually really like Honora. Like, in the absence of the Warden being able to marry Alistair and when you make him king, I actually do really like the pairing of Honora and Alistair, even though they both hate each other. They're actually a very strong, like, monarchy. I don't like doing it to Alistair because he doesn't want it. But at the same time, if I don't do it to him, then I'm gonna have to leave his ass in the Fade. Or I suppose I could do something I've never done and make him a drunk. That means he doesn't have to marry Honora and doesn't get his ass left in the Fade, but I can't remember if I've hardened him or not. Like, I know I've done the Goldana thing, but I don't remember if I left him soft through it, or if I did actually harden him. I'm pretty sure I didn't harden Liliana, but I don't remember what I did with Alistair, and I don't know that I can find out. Bootlicking appears to be profitable these days.
Don't interrupt, Churl. Your betters are talking.
Enough, Carthrian. This is not the time or place. I had hoped to talk you down from this rash course, Eamon. Our people are frightened. Our king is dead. Our land is under siege. We must be united now if we are to endure this crisis. Your own sister, Queen Rowan, fought tirelessly to see Ferelden restored. Would you see her work destroyed? You divide our nation and weaken our efforts against the Blight, with your selfish ambitions to the throne.
You're the one who divided Ferelden.
I was not talking to you.
I cannot forgive what you've done, Loghain. Perhaps the maker...
Morgan just calmly in the background.
Our people deserve a king of the Theron bloodline. Alistair will be the one to lead us to victory in this blight.
Oh, is that all I have to do?
No pressure. The Emperor of Orlais also thought I could not bring him down. Expect no more mercy than I showed him. There is nothing I would not do for my homeland.
Well, that was bracing. I didn't expect Loghain to show himself quite so soon.
Why is he doing this?
Maker knows. Perhaps he's gone mad. I would have imagined pigs would fly before Loghain MacTyr would turn against our king.
Have you known Loghain a long time?
My sister married King Merrick while he was still in exile. At that time, he and Loghain were inseparable. The wild prince who'd never seen the inside of a castle and the farmer's son. When Loghain joined Merrick's rebels, he was just a raw-boned boy, but he got on one knee to swear that he would see Ferelden free or die trying.
You mean during the Orlesian occupation?
Yes. Merrick's mother was the rebel queen, the one who kept the heart of Ferelden beating when so much of it seemed dead. It was a tragedy she never lived to see her son take her throne. We need eyes and ears in the city. Loghain has been here for months. The roots of all his schemes must begin here. The sooner we find them, the better we can turn them to our advantage. Go have a look around, and see what you can turn up. Better yet, find the nobles who have arrived for the landsmeet. Test the waters. See how many will support us. When you're ready to talk strategy, come upstairs to my sitting room. We can lay out our plans for the landsmeet then.
Hero of Redcliffe.
Whee!
Seems most impractical.
I would have expected golems to be different.
Different? Different than what? Different than a statue? Different than a log? Should I talk in a monotone? Yes, Master, I exist to serve the Master. I shall kill for the Master and only for the Master. Perhaps it expected me to have a booming voice. Recite limericks. I can recite limericks, if it likes.
Are they dirty limericks?
Mostly they involve slaughtering pigeons in creative and invasive manners. I have never met another golem. I have no idea what one might be like, or why I wouldn't be like them. Why? Has it met other golems? Did they not sound as I do?
Other than Caradon, they didn't speak.
And now there shall be no more. I suppose it is for the best. I don't know what kind of dwarf I was, but as a golem, I am superior in every way. So there is no loss, surely.
It's an experience, I'll give it that.
So is being drawn and quartered. Maybe I'm not the only one with a smart mouth, Now stop talking so much. The wagging of its moist little tongue is distracting.
Yeah.
Everything in here appears to be breakable.
Yeah.
It seems most impractical.
I have some questions.
It doesn't have better things to do.
How did you end up in Honleth, do you remember?
Oh yes, that I remember quite well. My former master, the Mage Wilhelm, he brought me. As I recall, he had acquired some position with whatever lord ruled the land. I, being little more than a glorified possession at the time, was brought along. Oh, how he enjoyed impressing the villagers with me. Gollum, snarl at that villager there, be fearsome. And of course, I would have to do it.
Do you remember anything before Honlith?
I traveled with the mage. He did a lot of traveling, I remember that. But where we went, it is rather fuzzy. I remember great battles, fighting many humans long ago. They were all very soft and squishy. And before that, No, there are only images. I was somewhere dark.
You didn't like Wilhelm, I take it.
He did love using that control rod. Fondled it so much, his wife actually threatened to throw it in the lake. Ha! I would have liked to have seen that. Which reminds me, where did it find the rod? Did it pay a great deal for it?
Wilhelm's wife sold it, I believe.
Hag.
Why were you out in front of the tower?
That is where Wilhelm kept me. He wanted me out in the open where I could be frightening like a scarecrow. I was supposed to watch for thieves. Ha! Plus, his wife didn't want me indoors. She said there wasn't room for me. Hag.
His wife?
I was once larger, 10 feet tall. Then the loathsome hag complained that I couldn't fit through the doors. So the mage had me shrunk down. Can it believe it? And she still wanted me out.
That doesn't... How does someone shrink a golem?
With a chisel. And a lot of nerve.
Oh dear. I would have thought you'd enjoy scaring humans.
I'd have happily stomped them all into paste. And then ripped down their little houses and stomped on them, too. In fact, after 30 years of watching them, I'd do it twice. What I didn't like was being ordered to do it. Dangled in front of those frightened morons like some scary thing. Once I was a statue, it took those villagers years before they'd even approach me. The first one to actually work up the nerve to touch me urinated himself. Ugh.
Interesting. I'm done asking about that.
Good. I was just about done talking about it. It does like to have a good chat now and again, doesn't it?
Yes. Yes, it does. Where are people? There are people. Hey, who are you?
I hope all the accommodations are to your liking, Warden. Please let me know if anything is troubling you.
This feels slightly unfair for Liliana.
This is a nice change from having to sleep in the woods, isn't it? Something I can help with?
What do you know of this place?
Denerim is Ferelden's most important city, yes? This is the seat of power, the jewel in the crown of the king. She is Ferelden's heart. Her walls are strong, but within them lies so much beauty, just like the country and the people.
Let's talk about something else.
Something I can help with?
I'd like to talk to you about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
You were a traveling minstrel. Do you have any tales to share?
Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
Know any stories from Orlais?
Of course, Orlesians enjoy telling stories. I shall tell you my favorite tale of Aveline, the Knight of Orlais.
That sounds interesting.
A long time ago, a girl child was born to a farmer. He had hoped for a son, not a daughter, and so he told his wife to abandon the child in the woods. Before the cold could claim her, the baby was found by a tribe of Dalish elves who took pity on the poor mewling thing and raised her as their own. Aveline, for that is what they called her, grew strong and quick and clever under the guidance of the elves. She learned to wield the sword as well as any man, could kill a deer with an arrow at 100 paces, and was as graceful on the back of a horse as she was on foot.
Continue.
Aveline's Dalish guardians saw that she could easily best any Orlesian chevalier in battle, and wanted to show the cruel humans the child they had left to die. They bestowed upon her a fine horse and armor, and sent her to prove herself to her people in the grand tourney. Now in those days, no woman was allowed to take up arms, let alone compete in the grand tourney, but Aveline kept her helmet on and was not discovered.
Did she win?
Aveline won many events and gained the approval of the adoring crowd. Eventually, she came face to face with the knight Kaleva in the grand melee. Aveline had already bested him in the joust, and Kaleva was determined not to lose a second time. Out of desperation to regain his honor, Kaleva tripped Aveline and tossed her to the ground, ripping off her helmet as he did so. Silence fell upon the arena as Aveline was revealed. Kaleva declared the previous competitions invalid. A woman had taken part, and this was not allowed. But the crowd cheered for Aveline. Kaleva was furious, for he had lost to a woman and was now being shamed. Blinded by his rage, he forced Aveline to her knees. "Know your place, woman," cried he, and slit her throat.
I was hoping for a happy ending. That's terrible.
The son of the king, Prince Freyan, was present. He recognized Aveline's skill and bravery and began to see the injustice done to the women in his land. When he was made king, he rewrote the laws of Orlais so that women could also become chevalier. He honored Aveline and knighted her after her death. And to this day, any female who is knighted reveres Aveline the Brave, for she is the patron of all women chevalier.
Do you have any Ferelden legends?
I know one. Told to me by my mother a long time ago. It always chilled me to the bone. Maybe you have heard of Flemeth?
No, I don't believe I've heard of Flemeth. I met Flemeth in the Kakari Wilds.
Are you sure? Was she the Flemeth of legend? Flemeth, the devourer of men? Flemeth, mother of witches?
Pay attention, Liliana.
Demon-touched, who dwells in the mists.
She didn't really introduce herself as such.
Ferelden mothers scare their daughters with talk of Flemeth. They say that if you're bad, Flemeth will spirit you away and bind you to her forever. They also say that Flemeth mourns her lost beauty and will steal yours through your looking glass if she catches you.
Flemeth was once beautiful?
Flemeth's beauty was known throughout the land. She had hair like unto a moonless night, skin as pale as winter's first snow, and eyes as beautiful and perilous as the sea. When she came of age, she came to the attention of the Lord of Highever, Conobar, and he took her for his wife. Conobar soon learned that his young bride had the gift of magic. He kept this a secret, for he feared that she would be taken from him. Flemeth stayed with Conobar for some years, and with his blessing, she practiced her art. And then one day, a young poet named Osen came to the castle. Flemeth was captivated by Osen's voice, and he by her beauty, and they fell in love.
Ooh, plot thickens.
Flemeth longed to be with her true love, and she and Osen fled from Conobar's lands, seeking refuge in the Kokari Wilds with the Chasing tribes. They lived there happily for many a year, till the day Flemeth received news that Conobar was dying and longed to see her face one last time. Flemeth's heart swelled with pity for the man who once was her husband, and begged Othin to return to Conobar's side with her. But when Flemeth and Othin entered Highever, they were captured by Conobar's men, and Othin was slain in front of Flemeth's eyes. Flemeth was imprisoned in the highest tower of the castle, there to await Conobar's judgment on her. Distraught at the loss of her love, Flemeth plotted revenge against her husband. She summoned a fey demon, intending for it to wreak vengeance on Conobar. But a spell went awry. The demon possessed Flemeth. Turning her into an abomination, the halls of the castle ran red with blood as Flemeth slaughtered Conobar and all his men. The last of Flemeth's humanity melted away, and at dawn, she stole back to the wilds to plot and scheme for 100 years. They say she took to her side many chastened men, and with their help, begat her daughter witches, who even now prowl the dark places of the Kokari wilds.
Tell me about Darkspawn.
Chantry lore says it is man's pride that created the Darkspawn. In ages past, the mages of the Tevinder Imperium ruled much of the world we know. In their pride, they thought their magics invincible and imagined that they were greater than the Maker himself. So thinking, they invaded his golden city, planning to take it for themselves and depose their own creator. But they were impure and full of sin, and it is with the sin that they tainted the golden city, corrupting it forever. The Maker cursed them and cast them from his sight. Wherever they went, they spread the taint of their sin. Any land that was touched by the taint became blighted and would suffer no life. Instead, the Darkspawn arose to torment us and remind us of our hubris.
There's another story I want to hear.
Which one?
Do you know anything about the Dalish?
I have heard a little about how the elves gained their freedom from the Tevinter Imperium. When Andraste began her exalted march against the Imperium, the elves joined her cause to fight their masters. The great elven leader, Shatan, born in captivity, rose up to lead his people. He foresaw a future where the elves were free. Shatan was killed when Andraste was betrayed, but the elves continued to fight, eventually breaking free of the Imperium. The elves claimed the Dales in the south and settled there in the land of their own.
It didn't last.
The elves lived in the Dales for centuries. They resurrected the worship of the elven gods and would allow the building of no chantry. This angered the chantry, and the hostility between the two factions finally broke out in open war. The chantry says the elves struck first, but I do not know whether to believe it. The chantry declared a holy exalted march against the elves, named for Andraste's similar march against Tevinter. During the exalted march of the Dales, the elven cities were sacked, and the elven state completely dissolved. Some of the elves bitterly accepted their fates and surrendered to human rule, living in the human cities as second-class citizens. But others, still fiercely proud of their heritage, refused to bow to the humans, and instead became homeless wanderers. They were the elves of the Dales, the Dalish.
What do you know about Andraste?
Andraste was the Maker's chosen. The Maker had long since abandoned the world when the sound of her singing turned his ear. Beauty, grace, and wisdom enraptured him, and he offered to take her from this flawed world to become his divine bride. But Andraste had an earthly husband and would not forsake him. Instead, she beseeched the Maker to return to his people once more. So earnest was her plea that the Maker was moved, and promised that he would create a paradise on earth if all abandoned their false gods and turned once more to him. And this is why Andraste began her exalted march on the idolaters of the Tevinter Imperium. The Maker granted her his powers with which to smite her enemies. Andraste brought the Imperium to its knees, and her victories converted many to the worship of the Maker.
Did Andraste die?
Alas, it was the frailties of men that betrayed and killed Andraste. Her earthly husband, Mafarath, a chieftain of the Alamari tribes himself, grew jealous as his wife's popularity and influence overshadowed his own. She was also revered as the Maker's betrothed, and Mafarath began to see their own bond waning in significance as Andraste became ever more devoted to the Maker. Out of envy and spite, Mafarath made a pact with the Archon Hysarian of Tevinter, allowing his beloved Andraste to be ambushed and captured. Andraste was burned at the stake in Minrathous, the capital of Tevinter.
She says Minrathous. Everyone says things differently. And I don't know whether it's on purpose or whether they just didn't have a set, like, pronunciation guide. But Tevinter has a chantry, doesn't it?
The Tevinter chantry claims that in Andraste's last moments, Hysarian's heart softened, and he heard the voice of the Maker telling him to end her suffering. He plunged his sword into her heart, and as her blood washed over his hands, he became one of the faithful. Dissenters said that the Archon only converted because he could not stem the tide of Andraste's cult, and was forced to do so to stay in power. We will never know for sure.
Let's just move on. Okay.
This is a nice change from having to sleep in the woods, isn't it? Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind?
This vision
I
of
knew
yours
this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed
Liliana's so pretty.
And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in.
You dreamed of the Blight?
I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
And this made you want to help me?
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything?
I suppose I couldn't sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a Blight to stop.
Oh, how much you could talk to them in this game just makes me sad about how little interaction you actually get in the latest. I just want to yap to the companions. Ooh. Something that I haven't played myself yet. But the next remake for the Resident Evil franchise has been announced as Code Veronica. That's pretty hype. I really want to play the new one. Requiem? Is that what it is? Although I kind of want to go through from like going through the remakes. I know they did like a remake remaster thing of like the first one. I don't know if they've announced that they will be doing a one of the complete remake ones of it. I feel like they kind of need to combine the one on the train and the one on the manor together and make like one big like super update thing on it. Bring it graphically in line with the other remakes. And combine those two together. Or make them separate, but kind of feel like they could be like one thing together. I know a lot of people were talking about like wondering whether Code Veronica would get the remaster treatment or not. Claire looks really good. Yeah, I really want to play Requiem though. Big Leon fan, and Grace looks cool too. I keep saying that I'll do some like I keep wanting to plan some like Halloween, like, you know, month of Halloween, play nothing but like, you know, horror games and things like that, but I haven't I just haven't had the opportunity to do it yet. I really want to drag my friends into at least one Phasmo. I'm not very good at that game. This is something else that's better. I've heard like there's that demonology one that's okay. That looks very similar to Phasmo, but I'm not sure if it's actually better or not. I think it's way more expensive. One of the big problems is like to do collabs and things like that. Games are expensive. Like, I really want to, like, I want to play more things, but I cannot afford them. Like, ooh, there's a Resident Evil franchise sale on at the moment, though. Requiem is 20% off, putting it at $86.36. Delightful. Two and three are only $12 each, though. That's nice. Resident Evil 6 is $6.99. I don't think I have that one yet. There's so many, like, Resident Evil games, like, between the main Resident Evils. What do I have in my library? Where's my library? I have the remaster of Resident Evil 1. I've got the remake of 2 and 3. I've got Biohazard and Village. Something also came with Resistance. I've not looked at that yet, though. Ew, that's that. Oh, what's Escape the Backrooms like? Because that's a movie now. I've heard really, really good things about the movie, but I haven't played the game at all. I mean, even it's $12. What was I trying to look for? Oh, that demonologist. If you have any multiplayer games that you would like to see us play that I can maybe talk my friends into playing, yeah, demonologist is $30. That's a lot to maybe only play once. It's got very positive reviews though. Peak would be fun. That's not horror, but it sounds like it would be fun. I really enjoy Repo and Lethal Company. Maybe there's nothing in the declarations for it. But yeah, I think that would be fun. I'd really like to do like a dedicated horror, like, you know, horror marathon for October this year. And can't really do like, you know, movies or stuff like that, but something that I did think about was doing like one of those like Reddit reads or something like that, where I'm just talking to myself, aren't I? You're all stuck in an ad. Let me... I took the opportunity of the remainder of the ad to have a little snack break. Something that I would really like to do would be like, I used to really like the podcast Ghoul Intentions from Gemma Tatum and Jamie Markey. Absolutely phenomenal voice actors, two of my absolute favorite in the Ghoul. Hang on. Did I actually say the name of that? Now I need to double check that I'm actually... I don't need to open Spotify and that. I can look at my phone. It is... yeah, Ghoul Intentions. So it's a podcast hosted by... it's been over for a while now, but hosted by English voice actors Jamie Markey and J. Michael Tatum. And they talk about ghost stories and paranormal experiences and stuff like that. And they do like dramatical readings of either fictional stories that people have written to be spooky or other people's stories from Reddit, things like that. They also go into like the history of some of the most, like some of the world's biggest hauntings and things like that. Really liked that podcast. It was really good. So let me just It's available on pretty much everywhere that podcasts are. I used to listen to it on Spotify. They were between an hour and like hour and a half, usually, depending on what they were talking about. So I really like that. So I think I've always thought it would be fun to do something like to do something like that myself, like whether it be like, you know, creepypasta from Reddit or little like community submitted either experiences or horror stories or just little like even little fictional pieces. I think that'd be fun to do some like little story reads in between, like, you know, horror games or matches or things like that. I'd really love to do something with it, like with my audio engineering as well, because something that I trained to do was demo reels. And then I've never actually gotten to do a demo reel, so I'd love to be able to kind of do some like little spooky pre-produced kind of things that you could just, you know, hit play, let it run kind of thing. Have like, you know, music and sound effects and stuff to it. I really like horror as a medium in sound engineering, because there is so much you can do with it, especially if you can do like there's a certain frequency that is basically the sound of anxiety. You can't hear it, but it gives you the creeps. And it makes you feel really uncomfortable. It has a name, but I can never remember it. But that's really, like, that would be really fun to play with. I'd really like to do something like that. I don't know whether it'll be possible or not, but that would be something that I would really like to do for like a horror theme for a month.
You know, I could get to like this. The last time I came to Denerim, I stayed at an inn so filthy the bed bugs had fleas. What say you?
Care to answer some questions?
Can I respond in poetry? No? How sad.
Let's just move on. You've got nothing to say to me.
I could get to like...
Yeah, you've said that.
Again? I'm game.
Oh! No! Sad, we can't make out anymore. Devastating. Devastating.
Servants are intolerable. I don't care if their household is 10 times the size of ours. They're visitors here. They should show some manners.
Ooh.
When?
This is a nice estate, isn't it? What's on your mind?
Do you have any regrets at all?
I try not to dwell too much on the mistakes of my past, of which there are many. I would go quite mad if I did that. But I do have one regret. The greatest misstep of my life, made even more grave because it had dire consequences for someone else.
Tell me. Might make you feel better.
Years ago, I was assigned as mentor to a lad, Anarin. He was my first apprentice. Anarin was an elf, raised in one of the elven alienages, and he was very mistrustful of humans, especially humans in authority.
I can see how this could be trouble.
What Anarin needed was time. Time to get used to his new home, time to emerge from his shell, so we could build a rapport. I gave him no such time. I was young and arrogant. He is a mage, I thought. He needs to grow up and act like one. I expected too much from him too quickly. I gave no consideration to his origin or his feelings, and he retreated further from me. All I could think of was how stubborn he was, how he was throwing away all his talent and his potential just to be difficult.
And what did he think? And what did he think of you?
Oh, I dread to think. I was a harsh taskmistress. He might have thought I was a demon in disguise. You cannot plant crops in the cold, wintry ground. You cannot teach a student who is closed off and unresponsive. Patience is what is needed, and I learned that too late to help him.
What happened to him?
Aaron ran away from the circle one night. I had berated him over some trivial, ridiculous matter that I no longer remember. I drove him away because of something utterly unimportant. He was a child, 14 at the time of his leaving. They had his phylactery, and they hunted him down.
Why didn't they just bring him back to the tower?
They called him Maleficar, a mage who practices forbidden magic, deserving of death. He was a child, misunderstood and lost. I begged the Templars to tell me if he suffered, if they gave him a quick death. I got no answers from them. I was his mentor, and they wouldn't even tell me what became of him.
That was cruel of them.
I should have known better. I had the best mentors. They were kind, compassionate. Why didn't I learn from them? I failed in Aaron. All I had to do was listen to him. He would try to talk to me, and I would tell him to concentrate on his spells. He talked about the alienage sometimes, and the Dalish. He always talked about looking for the Dalish elves.
Maybe he did find the Dalish.
The Templars are well trained and thorough. That he still lives, it would be a vain hope. The apprentices that came after Anarin benefited greatly from the lessons I learned from him. In a sense, he was my teacher, and I his student.
Then maybe his sacrifice was worthwhile.
And there it is. My story, my one greatest regret.
Aha! She does have a quest. He was hunted down and killed by the Templars. So who do I speak to about that?
Stu?
Ulgrin.
What you need?
This always makes me laugh. The way that this is framed is just Chair. Nothing.
Aye, alright then.
I don't need anything.
Helena, how many times I gotta tell you before it make it through that pointy skull? Bank the coals at night, or the stew don't cook. Dinner's not ready yet, and don't ask. It'll be served when it's done, and that's that. Now, shoo, out of my kitchen.
Chubby. Kitty? Kitty, 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 kitty.
What's the point in scrubbing the pots if they just get dirty again?
Hygiene.
Can't talk now, sir. Mistress Agatha would have my hide.
Helena, how many times I gotta tell you before it make it through that pointy skull? Bank the coals at night, or the stew don't cook.
Pointy skull.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
Ugh. Yucky. I guess in a way it's a similar thought pattern to seasoning the cast iron. Servants' quarters. Kitchen. So what's we got now? I need more love letters. Where are the other love letters? Chest and Weights Emporium, I'm pretty sure I got that. Ah, there's one in... How many do I have? Do I only need one? In servants' quarters. Let's see. Come on. That's all of them.
And so I shall.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Okay, so that should be another one that I can check off.
Dwarven crafts. Fine and craft. Rec for more tomorrow.
Of course.
You're being very foolish. Why would Loghain leave half our own army to die when a blight threatens? I take him at his word. The battle could not be won.
Even you must admit there's a suspicious rash of mortality among the advisors to the crown. Bryce, Urien, Eamon.
Eamon's not dead, more's the pity.
The only thing that truly worries me is Eamon's notion of putting this bastard on Marek's throne. It's an ill precedent.
True. I would rather see Honora keep the throne myself. Better it passes to the McTeer line than to some bite.
Wow.
What can I get you, stranger?
I've finished one of your favors.
What do you suppose Eamon is playing at? Sure,
I wonder that myself. It's timing. Unfortunate. South Reach is overrun. I've little time to devote to politics at present.
Overrun? Has the
Little time. You will have to.
Hmm. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gone, I guess. Womp womp.
must be impressed. If our Lehman's standing up for them, I'd say we should be.
I don't know why our Lehman's complimenting us.
Ask away. Of course.
Maybe what he says is true. You ever think of that?
Dwarven craft. Fine dwarven craft.
As there is for one word.
If one more servant asks if I would like a change of clothes, I will set the house on fire. I await your command.
So, full of questions, are you?
With no king and only dark rumors, what is she to think? She worries, no? But when she tries to speak with him, he does not answer. He tells her not to trouble herself. Does love Anora more? Who can say? I think her life is in danger. Who can say? I think her life is in danger. I heard Hal say she would be a greater ally dead than alive, especially if her death could be blamed on Earl Eamon.
We may have no choice but to trust Anora. The Queen is well loved. If Loghain succeeded in pinning her death on me, I'm not sure that's a risk we can afford to take. I fear if this is a trap, we are already caught in it. They can kill Anora whether or not we act, and blame her death on us. Few would believe our word over Loghain's. We can only defend ourselves with the Queen in hand.
I have some uniforms. Earl Hal hires so many new girls every day. A few more will not cause much stir. I will show you to the servants' entrance. We must slip in and out with my queen before anyone is the wiser. I will go ahead to Hal's estate. Meet me there as soon as you can.
I haven't been here in a while. They've changed the dining room. Ask away.